Well, friends, that'll do it for this installment of Living Local. I got to send a major thank you out to Cody Zitzner. Now, if you ever wanted your car cared for by a dedicated professional with family and community at the front of his thoughts, by someone who has met the struggles that life throws our way by just dusting himself off and moving forward, then please go check out Zitzner Detailing. Give Cody a call at 608-606-4823 or visit ZitznerDetailing.com. That's Zitzner.com. Also, next week, we'll speak with another of our neighbors who has been brave enough to go it alone. That's during Building America, built by Your Choice Roofing. Thanks again to Joe and Alex, the gentlemen of Real Talk, brought to you by the Rivoli. Real Talk can be found on our website, wiproud.com. You can find info on the Riv at rivoli.net. Also, I would be remiss if I didn't take just a little bit of time to pay respect to our fallen military members. Memorial Day is this weekend, and while we regale in the joy of an unofficial beginning to summer, while we are barbecuing and rejoicing in the freedoms we still have, please try to remember the sacrifices that have been made to get us here, and the sacrifices still being made by the men and women of our armed forces. Like most Americans, I have members of every branch of the military on every branch of my family tree. I will take the time this weekend to think of them and the people they served with and the people we've lost. Try to be grateful for all of it and all of them. Now, if you got a minute, the football schedule came out this week, and it was fun. We saw claymation videos and pigment mixing videos. We saw The Simpsons and a Bob Ross look-alike. We even saw a young man get a haircut. What I saw was a whole lot of football in places that we have to pay to watch, and teams playing home games thousands of miles from where they're named. Now, I get it. Might look like sour grapes for a guy who is employed by a television station to complain about where those games are being shown. It might look like I'm just worried about my own bottom line, right? Now, I won't lie and say that I'm not worried about what this will mean for my industry, my TV station in the future, but I'm not so much concerned with that and how it will affect this station or these walls as much as I am concerned with small businesses that depend on sporting events to succeed. I come from a bar-owning family, and I can't help but wonder how we would have survived paying the fees and licensing that come with owning a bar, plus the fees and licensing that come with owning an entertainment venue, plus the fees and licensing that come with existing, plus paying for subscriptions that are necessary to show the football, baseball, and basketball that our clientele specifically came in to watch. Then there's the globalization of sports. The world keeps getting smaller, yet harder to obtain all at the same time. For example, the World Cup is here in the United States this year. Broadcast on Fox all summer long, by the way. Tickets are so outrageously priced that not only are they not selling well, but hotels, restaurants, and other businesses connected to the events are also not seeing the return they thought they would. Now, they might be looking at a rough year ahead because of it. Football does well when it goes overseas. Baseball did well when it opened the season overseas. However, the fan here at home has to pay extra for it in some way or another, either by subscribing to the myriad of platforms they need to watch the team or paying in some other way. And while sports are not for everyone, they are a connective tissue in the American fabric. Walls are brought down during sports. Conversations that have nothing to do with athletics are started during a ball game. The American family story, from adolescence to adulthood, can be told with a backdrop of sports, whether you're an athlete, someone who cares about sports, or a diehard from birth to death. And none of that means we should cry and carry on that it's getting harder to watch your favorite teams, but they are reasons to wonder why any of it's necessary. I'm a fan of the Cubs, and I grew up watching them on WGN. When they won the World Series, people went to grave sites to celebrate with deceased loved ones who didn't get to see them win at all. Do you think your family's going to have that unique opportunity? Or will they stop watching sports because they're not on the same platform as their favorite bingeable? Now, I say this knowing full well that I will not miss one play of the upcoming football season, and knowing that I pay for a subscription to watch my beloved baseball team, even though WGN doesn't show them anymore. I'm just starting to wonder if maybe I'm the problem. Anyway, that'll do it for this week on Living Local. Next week, more fun and more of our neighbors to learn from and about. So until then, I'll see you. Bye now.